Neil Goldberg here. Anchor bolts. What are they used for? Generally to tie down a structure to its base, to its foundation. And rule of thumb is that structure may only be as sound as the foundation that it's put on. So generally engineers will spec out a template, location for the anchor bolts. The anchor bolts are placed using the template in position for whatever structure is being put up. Concrete is poured, nuts and washers are applied, and that's the basic premise of using an anchor bolt, whether it's signage or lighting or commercial or residential housing. We stock anchor bolts all the way from a 3/8 by 6 diameter up to 1.5 by 50. Most of our anchor bolts are spec to F15, 54, grade 55. Well, there are some sizes that are A307. And more times than not, they're spec with either one nut and washer, sometimes two nuts and one washer. Also, depending on the wind load and the project itself and the location of the foundation, some engineers prefer using rods. So we also stock, for those applications, several different materials of threaded rods that we cut to spec, whatever the length is required. And we stock them in both plain steel and hot galvanized, up to 2-inch in diameter, 12 foot in length. And what happens in this particular case is the rods are cut and then they're supplied with, generally they get specced out with 2 nuts and a washer sandwiched between them on the bottom, and then maybe 1 nut or 1 nut and, 2 nuts and 1 washer on the top, depending on how the engineer specs it out. And that likewise is placed using a template. Foundation is poured. And some engineers feel that gives the structure a little bit more strength, depending on the application. So anyway, this is what we do. If you're searching for anchor bolts or rods or studs, keep us in mind. We appreciate your business.